The observation deck of the stellar haven was quiet except for the soft hum of life support systems. Lysa Moran stood alone, staring at the swirling nebula beyond the reinforced viewport, her reflection ghostly against the cosmic backdrop. She didn't hear the door slide open behind her. Her hand moved almost unconsciously, sleeve dragging across her cheek to catch the moisture there. The fabric came away damp. "Who harmed you?" The voice was a deep rumble, layered with harmonics that human ears weren't designed to process comfortably. Lysa spun around to find Korath standing in the doorway, his massive frame nearly filling it. The Vaxari warrior's scales caught the nebula's light, refracting it in shades of bronze and copper. "No one," Lysa said quickly, turning back to the viewport. "I'm fine." Korath's heavy footsteps approached. The Vaxari were apex predators from a death world where survival meant constant vigilance. They could smell fear, detect elevated heart rates, and read body language with predatory precision. Lying to one was generally inadvisable. "You leak water from your eyes," Korath observed, stopping beside her. He stood a full meter taller, his clawed hands clasped behind his back in what Lysa had learned was a gesture of respect. "This indicates distress in your species. Who harmed you?" There was something in his tone, not quite threat, but promise. The Vaxari referred to humans as cubs, a term that had initially irritated Lysa when she first joined the mixed-species crew 6 months ago. But she'd come to understand it wasn't mockery. To the Vaxari, humans were small, soft, fragile things that nonetheless possessed an inexplicable tendency to survive impossible situations. Cubs that refused to die. And Vaxari protected their cubs with lethal efficiency. "It's not like that," Lysa said, her voice catching. "Nobody hurt me, I just died. I got a message from Earth, my brother." She stopped, swallowing hard. "He didn't make it through the treatment." Korath tilted his massive head, reptilian eyes studying her. "He fought illness?" "Cancer. He was only 23. Lysa's hands gripped the railing before the viewport. "I wasn't there. I was out here, thousands of light years away, playing diplomat while you honor his memory by continuing your work," Korath said. His rumbling voice had softened, though it still resonated in Lysa's chest. "This is not weakness. Then why does it hurt so much?" The words burst out before she could stop them. "Why do I feel like I'm breaking apart?" Korath was silent for a long moment. Then he did something Lysa had never seen a Vaxari do. He sat down, massive haunches folding as he lowered himself to the deck beside her. Even seated, his head was level with hers. "My clutch sister died in the Reformation Wars," he said quietly. "We were young warriors. She took a plasma burst meant for me." His clawed hand touched his chest. "I carried her body back to our nest ship. I burned her armor myself, as tradition demands." Lysa looked at him, seeing the ancient warrior in a new light. "For many cycles, I believed I should have been faster, stronger, better," Korath continued. "That her death was my failure. My scales grew dull. My strikes became unfocused." He turned his massive head to meet her gaze. "My clan mother found me much as I find you now. She told me something I did not understand then, but comprehend now." "What did she say?" "That grief is the price we pay for connection. That pain proves the bond was real and worthy." Korath's scaled hand, each finger tipped with a talon that could tear through hull plating, reached out and gently touched Lysa's shoulder. "You leak water because you loved him. This is not weakness, cub. This is proof of your strength that you can love so fiercely despite knowing loss may come." Tears flowed freely now down Lysa's face. She didn't wipe them away this time. "On Earth we have a saying, 'Boys don't cry.' People expect you to be strong, to hold it together." Korath's expression shifted into what Lysa had learned was Vaxari amusement, slight parting of the jaw that exposed rows of razor teeth. "Your species has many curious ideas. Among my people, warriors who cannot grieve cannot truly fight. Rage without love is just violence. Strength without connection is merely brutality." He stood slowly, offering her his massive hand. "Come, the crew should know of your loss. They will wish to honor your brother's memory. I don't want to burden everyone." "Cubs," Korath interrupted with a rumbling sigh that sounded almost fond, "always believe they must carry everything alone. This is why you need Pack. Come. Lysa took his hand, her small fingers disappearing in his gentle grip. He led her through the corridors of the Stellar Haven, past crew quarters and engineering bays. When they entered the common area, Lysa was surprised to find most of the crew already gathered. Sarah, the insectoid navigator, clicked her mandibles in greeting. We heard of your loss, Lysa Marian. Among my hive, we sing the deceased into memory. Would you permit us to sing for your brother? Captain Vex, a grizzled Therian with silver fur, stepped forward. In my culture, we share stories of the departed. They live on in the telling. One by one, the crew offered their traditions, their sympathies, their presence. Lysa realized that Karth must have sent word ahead, gathering them together. The massive warrior stood behind her like a bronze monument, his hand still on her shoulder. Thank you, Lysa whispered, fresh tears streaming down her face. All of you. Karth's rumbling voice carried across the room. We protect our cubs, always. He looked down at Lysa with those ancient, predatory eyes that somehow held warmth. You may leak water whenever you need. We will stand watch. In the cold vastness of space, surrounded by aliens from a dozen worlds, Lysa Marian found something she didn't know she'd been missing, a pack that would guard her through grief, a family forged not by blood but by choice. She wiped her face with her sleeve one more time, but now she was smiling through the tears. Retriclod can make mistakes. Please double-check responses.